Yo, YouTube, man. What's good with y'all boys, man? Now, look, a lot of y'all was asking me, yo, what happened, like, and shit like that. I'm gonna tell y'all real quick, y'all. It's a quick little, I would say story time, but I'm just gonna tell y'all what happened. So, yesterday, y'all, it's currently Friday. So, Thursday night, you know what I'm saying, like 7 o'clock. Sorry, y'all, the camera cut off, but, like, yeah, a lot of y'all wanted to know what had happened. So, I'm gonna tell y'all what happened and shit like that, bro. So, I'm gonna tell you what happened. So, I know it's my second day at this new job and stuff like that, like I was saying. And it was going cool, like, when I had first walked in, we was chilling. Then, like, toward the end of the day, bro, shorty had walked up to me, and, you know what I'm saying, the two other people I know that worked there, saying, she told one of them, she was like, well, you came in to work, you know what I'm saying, you was working for a little bit, then you had stopped, or some shit like that to him, or gave up. She said some shit like you stopped and gave up. She walked up to the other dude, she was like, I feel like you gonna hit me one day, or I'm scared of you. I feel like you don't know how to control your anger, I control your fist, or something like that. So in my head, y'all, I'm like, what's shorty talking about, my nigga? Like, what's she on, bro? That she say my name, bro. She like, well, you act like you can't ask a million questions and work faster, but I'm not gonna get on your ass yet. She said, talking about she not getting on my ass yet because I just started. So I told her, and I said, yo, I did everything. I asked her like what to do. And I did everything for me to do something. So I had like did buku boxes, bro. Like I had like I had like made buku boxes for her, do those orders and shit. And I helped her find shoes for orders and shit. And if I couldn't find a shoe, I either asked somebody that's near me, or I asked her if I see her. I even asked her how I print orders and shit. So I told her like that's what I was doing. Like I've been doing all this shit the whole time. So you can't be talking to me. But she said that shit in a disrespectful tone, saying. So I'm like, nah, man, you can't. She ain't talking to me like that. You feel what I'm saying? Cause my nigga, I'm chilling. My nigga, I'm doing what you told me to do. So I'm like, you ain't finna talk to me in that disrespectful tone and shit like that. So I told her to tone it down. You feel what I'm saying? And she got mad as shit cause I said some shit back. And she just started talking crazy. She was like, well, you can leave. And I was just saying, like, you ain't gonna be talking to me like that in a disrespectful type of way. You feel what I'm saying? Cause like, man, I came at you with respect, you know what I'm saying? I respected you, I want you to respect me type shit. Man, she talking about somewhere you can leave, you fired, you don't gotta worry about coming back, I don't like your attitude. So shorty just said, so basically shorty just fired me cause she said she ain't like my attitude, bro. Like, my nigga, what? That shit make no sense. She fired me cause she said she ain't like my attitude. So I'm like, man, what the hell wrong with shorty? Like, nigga, you gonna fire me because you said you don't like my attitude? I'm like, my nigga, I don't even have an attitude for real. All I did was tell you something, like, what I was doing and shit. So, she was like, well, you can leave. You fired and shit. So, I had called my mama and shit. I was like, hey, you know what I'm saying? The store manager tripping. She trying to fire me and stuff like that. Saying I got an attitude just because I told her something back. And I ain't in disrespectful tone. I just told her something like what I was doing and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be talking to me disrespectful like that. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't coming at you disrespectful. So this is the way I'm talking to y'all. It's the same way I'm talking to her. Like, I'm talking to her calm. I ain't talking to her aggressive or none of that. So my mom just told me, like, be quiet because you hear her talking crazy in the background and shit. So I told her, I said, hey, look, I had called my mom or whatever. She finna come. She wanted to talk to you and stuff like that. So she gonna tell me about something. I feel threatened. And she called the police. So in my head, I'm like, threatened? Man, I ain't even threaten you. I ain't even say nothing to threaten you or say anything for you to feel threatened. The only thing I said was my mom said she want to come talk to you. She said she want to come to the store, see what's going on. So then she called the police saying that she feel threatened. She need an officer to the store. I threatened her, woo type shit like that. So the officers pulled up and stuff like that. They was pulling up on their way and shit. And she told me, she said, get out the store. You are not trespassing because you are fired. So I'm like, nah, I'm just going to wait till the police get here. I'm going to get here type shit. You know what I'm saying? So she went to the back of the store. And she came back up with a taser, dude. A taser, my nigga. Yes. Shorty came with a taser, nigga. Them motherfucking zzz, them motherfuckers. I never got tased in my life. Now, if she would have tased me, bro, I would have been drove as hell. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I would have crashed out, my nigga. So I'm like, man, what the fuck she got a taser for? So then, when she get the taser and shit, you feel what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, I ain't fucking with it. Like, I'm like, man, she tripping. She waving that bitch saying, I said, get the fuck out the store. Get the fuck out the store before I tase your ass. That's what she said. End quote, nigga. That's what she said. Man, I just like, man, what the fuck? In my head, like, what the fuck wrong with you? Like, what you got a taser for? You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, what you got a taser for, gang? And she up in here talking about some get the fuck out the store, waving that shit, type shit. So I'm like, I walk out the store and shit. And I went and sat on my car and shit, waiting for people to pull up. Because she had called the police and shit. So I wait for them niggas to pull up. I wait for my mom to pull up and shit. My mom pull up. She knock on the door and she's like, can I talk to somebody? And the woman didn't want to come outside, my nigga. Like, she did not want to open the door. She didn't want to open the door at all. Then the officer came and he talked to me. He asked what happened and shit. So I told dude what happened. Some shit like that. But, bro, after I told dude what happened, I'm picking my sister up from work and shit right now. So, yeah, so if she come in the car, I'm gonna have to end it. But, like, I had told dude, not end it, but I'm gonna have to go, like, finish it when I get home and shit. But I told dude what had happened. So I told dude what happened, like all the shit that happened, and he was just laughing. He was like, this shit sound dumb. You feel what I'm saying? Which it do sound dumb because, come on now, dog. You up in here trying to crash on me and shit. My nigga, I ain't even doing that, nigga. Like, I'm big chilling, dog. My nigga, I'm big chilling and shit. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, I don't know what's up with shorty, bro. I don't know what she got going on. She had a bad day or some shit. So when the officer went to speak to her, she told the officer that she pulled a taser out on me and she fired me because she didn't like my attitude. When she looked at me and he was like, that don't make no sense. It ain't no sense to fire nobody. And there ain't no sense to pull out a taser on somebody. So the officer was like, the back officer was like, he was cool with me, bro. So then after that, the white officer said, well, she felt threatened. I'm going to have to arrest you. Or some shit like that. Some bullshit like that, bro. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I got on my phone, bro, and I was in the back of the car, man. I'm texting niggas like, bro, what's up? Like, what's up with her? You know what I'm saying? At this point, I'm just like, I'm tripping. I'm like, man, what the fuck? I text niggas that I haven't texted in like months and shit, bro. I just randomly text nigga like, yo, like, I just got arrested for no fucking reason. Like, I'm texting niggas that I don't normally text on a negative basis. But I'm texting people that I'm cool with. But, like, I text niggas that I, like, haven't talked to in months and shit. You feel me? So, I text niggas like, what's going on and shit. You feel what I'm saying? I couldn't really text for that long because I had to cut my phone off and shit. So, nigga took me in that bitch, bro. And he had a conversation with me and shit like that. And I was sitting in that bitch. And moments passed by, I'm sitting in that hole, bro. I'm just sitting in that hole. Bored as fuck, bro. Like, looking at the 4 walls and shit, gang. So, the dude was cool, though. He let me have my phone and shit. But my shit had died. No, I first had to power it off. When he gave it back, my shit was dead. Because, you know what I'm saying? They didn't really power my shit off. They just turned my phone off. So, they didn't really power it off. So, by the time they gave my phone back, it was dead. So, it didn't really make no sense for them to get it back. But they gave it back and shit. So, I took my phone back. It was just dead and shit. I'm sitting there. I'm not doing nothing, but I'm just sitting there. Dude came in. He was like, hey, we going to release you at 1 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't got no car. Because they had to go get my car. They had brought it to my crib. On my crib and shit. So I'm like, damn, what the fuck? I guess my mom could come get me and shit at 1. They changed that shit. I was at 1. I was like, it was 1 o'clock. I heard it was 1 o'clock from the dude that was in that bitch for me, bro. He said, yo, I said, you know what time it is? And he was like, yeah, I could, it should be about like 12 something. Because he could see the little clock on the side. I couldn't see that bitch, bro. So he said it's like 12 something. So an hour had passed. It was 1 something. And the officer that was in there, bro, I was trying to get his attention and shit. And he told me, he said he ain't heard nothing about that. And he said something about, oh, they changed it to 7 o'clock in the morning. So I've been waiting, bro. And I ain't heard that I was getting out at 7 o'clock in the morning until like 4, bro. Like 4, some shit like that, bro. So I'm like, damn. My nigga, what the fuck? So I'm just sitting there, oh, bro. Bored as fuck. And niggas thought I was playing, like, niggas thought I was joking. But nah, my nigga, I wasn't even joking, son. So I do have a account manager and shit like that. Because my shit was getting hacked. So if anything do happen, bro, like, that nigga, you know, sends the shit out for me. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I text him, bro, and I was like, hey, bro, just, like, post on my account and just tell him, like, what happened and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Just to let y'all know what's up, you know what I'm saying? And he's like, all right. So he had did it for me or whatever. So, yeah. So y'all people that thought I was playing around or joking, bro, I wasn't even joking, my nigga. All that shit was real. I don't even joke like that, son. That shit, I don't even joke like that for real. But, like, bro, I was in that bitch at 7, bro. When I got out at 7 and I turned my phone on, this dude had to put my Instagram account on private and shit. Cause, like, they had this boku niggas texting me that I did not know, bro. Just asking me what happened and shit. So, I was like, excuse me, I was like, I might as well just drop a video on this shit. You feel me? Since everybody's so interested in shit on what happened. So, you feel what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what was going on. Or, like, I was just tripping, dog. I was like, real talk, I was just flabbergasted as fuck, bro. I'm like, man, what the fuck? Like, this shit really just happened, my nigga. I ain't even do shit. So when I got out, this morning, I called a corporate, nigga, and I reported that shit. And they said they was gonna deal with that shit, saying she shouldn't put out a taser and shit, wooty woo, and she might get fired and shit. And it's crazy because when I had called the other stores and shit to try to get in contact with see what the corporate number was, because I didn't want to call the one that I worked at. You feel what I'm saying? To, you know, probably escalate even more. So when I did call, saying, niggas already knew her name, bro. They was happy to fucking report her ass. They said they ain't like her ass neither. And they said they had buku reports on her ass already. So I'm like, damn, so shorty already a problem, my nigga. So I already gotta do too much type shit. So I told them what happened, so the niggas made me write a statement. Y'all niggas don't know, I don't like writing statements. I had to write a statement at like one of my last jobs, my nigga. When I was working at Big Lots and shit over some shit, I forgot, bro. But like, I don't like writing that shit, bro. Like, I don't know like a sentence on that bitch, bro. Like, I don't like writing that shit. That shit dead. But like, yeah. So my mom had called me and shit, bro. But like, yeah, I don't like writing statements. I hate that shit. You know what I'm saying? I just don't like that shit, bro. That shit aggravate me, bro. Like, that shit ain't had to be all that. You know what I'm saying? That shit. Like, she too old for this shit, bro. Like, come on now. A taser game? Like, what you gonna do with that shit, bro? You gonna tase you, my nigga? Nigga, I don't got no fucking... I ain't had nothing on me in that store, my nigga. I didn't threaten you for you to take out a taser game. So what you got a taser for, you feel what I'm saying? So shit like that just be blowing me, y'all. And all type of shit be going on, but like, I don't really be, you know, telling people, you know what I'm saying, or just even, you know, going out there to post it, because some niggas be think I'm even joking, or I'm either lying, or I'm just playing around with some shit. And I be like, man, fuck it. You feel me? But I'm gonna talk to y'all, because, you know, y'all family, but y'all my family, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all my supporters and shit. Yeah, I'm gonna start getting back on my grind for real, too, y'all. I just been, like, dealing with shit. You feel me? And I just been trying to, you know, I've been trying to, like, get back where I was, you feel me? Uploading this shit, doing what I had to do and shit. Y'all hear no, I just turned the arrow on this bitch, but like, yeah. I got more videos for y'all too, y'all. I've just been slacking lately, y'all. I've been trying to do videos at school. Y'all been requesting, but niggas at school just, I don't know. They don't want to be in the day to just act shy and shit. But they just be running from the camera and shit. So like, I really don't know what to do when it comes.